Hi, my name is Louis Masssetti, and today I'm going to be reviewing Arkane Studios. A little history about them. Their founder is Raphael Conatello. It was founded in 1999. They were also founded in Lyon, France, and they specialize in immersive sims and RPGs. A little bit of history overview. This is just a statement from their website. Founded in 1999, Arkane Studios has grown to become one of the most renowned and critically acclaimed development teams in the new video game industry. Arkane has earned a reputation for creating games with unique style, immersive action, and a handcrafted approach. The studio's titles, which include Dishonored, Dishonored 2, Prey, and Deathloop, have won hundreds of prestigious accolades around the world, around the globe, including several Game of the Year awards. Their first game ever developed was called Arx Facius. It was inspired by Ultima Underworld. It has a deep lore and unique spellcasting system with the first person FOV, like Arkane is known for. You play as a hero with memory loss, and you're trying to prevent the return of an evil god. Factions of humans, goblins, trolls, and dwarves struggle for survival underground. Company details. Their headquarters are in Austin, Texas, and Lyon, France. Their CEO right now is Dinga Balaga. Mission create. This is just what I got from them. They didn't really have a mission statement on their website. It was create, in my opinion, create immersion, choice-driven experiences, which most of the games revolve around choices and how they're made. This is just their logo that they use. Their highest revenue game ever was Dishonored 2, especially Dishonored 2. The first one did well, but the second one really stood out for them because of the revenue that they got from it, which was $56 million. Here's the games that they released, like their big releases, I guess you could say, and the timeline for them. We got Arcs, then we got Dark Messiah, then the first Dishonored, second Dishonored, then Prey, which is like a survival horror game, Deathloop, which is like kind of like Dishonored, and then Redfall, which is kind of like Dishonored and Prey, but it didn't do too well in the market. Current new trends. They had a bad reception for Redfall in 2023. I'll get more into that later. Um, Deathloop did a pretty good job, I would say, in 2022. Where they're definitely refocusing on immersion sims. Redfall was a really wake up call for them. But the game that everyone is excited about, especially from this company, is they're developing a new Blade game. For Marvel, that's an action adventure game. But this is a surprise for Arkane fans that this marks their first game that's going to be in third person instead of first, which that's kind of what Arkane is known for, is first person stealth games. Some unique aspects about this company is technology, innovations, advanced AI, and dynamic level design. They definitely have used AI, and they definitely have technology innovations, which I would get into their game engine in a little bit. Some of the consoles that they put it on is PC, PS4, 5, Xbox One, and then the Series X and S. They have no major esports presence. They are mostly, I don't think they even have a multiplayer game. I think they only have single player games. Immersion sims, stealth, and FPS. That's the genres that they are in. The big controversy I would say for them is definitely Redfall. They had a lot of bugs. There was no 60 FPS on consoles, capped at 30. There was no FOV slider, and there was no coherent story and they had with cheap cutscenes that weren't even cutscenes. They were just bad. Their Microsoft acquisition concerned a lot of their fans because they thought Microsoft would change the way that their game or way that their studio, does their routines completely. But we still have hope for the Blade game. We'll see how that goes and see how well that does and how well they stick to their chest with that one. On conclusion, they were definitely on the ball in the 2000s and 2010s, but they're definitely losing their foothold in the gaming space with no new releases and no direction, to be honest, of where they're going except for Blade. One fact that did surprise me is they use their own game engine called Void Engine and allows them to make reactive environments and complex gameplay systems like seen in Dishonored and Dishonored 2. Here are my references. Thank you for listening.